It's been 3 years since the East Palestine derailment, and residents' health is still under review. Meanwhile, thousands of Kias and Hyundais might have a defect that could leave people driving blind. Officials are cleaning up the mess a failed recycling project left behind. And what a comeback. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. Today marks 3 years since a massive train derailment took place in East Palestine, Ohio, releasing over 1 million pounds of chemicals into the air and water, reports the Allegheny Front. Hundreds of people in the area reported health symptoms like headaches and respiratory issues just weeks after the derailment, and still, today, residents' health is being assessed. Medical experts are keeping an eye on things like possible liver damage and thyroid health on about 120 people who live within a 10-mile radius of where the derailment happened. One person who lives close to the site was found to have advanced liver disease despite being relatively young, having a healthy weight, and a lack of alcohol consumption. Still, it's too early, and there are still too many factors to consider to really gauge the disaster's impact. The health of dogs in the area is also being assessed, as their health can sometimes inform human treatments. About 84,000 Kias and Hyundais have been recalled, reports PennLive. These cars, according to documents filed to the U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, have a defect with their instrument panels. For the recalled Hyundais, the display might intermittently reboot while people are operating the car, resulting in a blank screen, increasing the risk of crashing. For the Kias, the panel might unnecessarily go into an overheat protection mode, going blank while people are driving, getting rid of information associated with things like warning lights and the speedometer. The companies will update the software of these panels at no charge. For more information on that and the specific models affected, please click on the corresponding podcast article link. Both Kia and Hyundai are sending out letters to notify people of this issue. When Danish company Rematch said it was going to build its first ever North American recycling plant in Pennsylvania 5 years ago, officials were thrilled, states USA Today via the York Daily Record. The project not only came with a promise of economic perks and jobs, but a more sustainable way to deal with spent plastic fields. But then Rematch crumbled under financial pressure, leaving in its wake both dead and waterlogged turf that'll end up in a landfill after all, as cleaned up by both the state and property owners that lease space to the company. The State Department of Environmental Protection and contracted vendors will haul away turf that the project left behind, which has caused environmental concerns as it contains forever chemicals, along with other potentially harmful substances that can contaminate the soil and groundwater. The Conestoga River in Lancaster County was once pretty polluted, says Lehigh Valley Live. Now, according to the State Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, it's a shining example of what can happen thanks to environmental efforts. The river has since cleaned up its act and is now, according to Department Secretary Cindy Adams-Dunn, quote, a hub for outdoor recreation, providing a boost to the region and demonstrating that rivers build thriving communities. And it has officially been crowned 2026 River of the Year. The Conestoga River Club, which nominated the river, will get a $15,000 grant to fund River of the Year activities throughout 2026, and a commemorative poster will be made to memorialize the honor. That wraps up today's episode. For more news, drop by PennLive.com, and please remember to rate this podcast and to email me at todayinpa@PennLive.com with any thoughts you may have. Thanks ahead of time, and as always, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and hope you can make it to tomorrow's episode of Today in PA.